Have you ever wondered what makes Australia so unique? Australia's story begins long before the arrival of the British in the 18th century. It was the home of the indigenous Aboriginal tribes who have a rich and vibrant culture that dates back over 60,000 years. Their Dreamtime stories, art and spiritual connection to the land are integral to Australia's identity. Then, in the late 1700s, the British arrived, initially using Australia as a penal colony. Over time, waves of immigrants from around the globe have made their mark, infusing the country with a rich tapestry of cultures and traditions. From the gold rush of the 1850s to the post-war migration boom and the recent wave of Asian influence, Australia has evolved into a prosperous, diverse and multicultural nation. The journey from an ancient indigenous culture through colonial times to a modern society has shaped Australia's unique character. From its rich history, Australia has grown into a nation like no other. Australia's geography is as diverse as it is expansive. The Great Dividing Range, a mountainous spine, stretches thousands of miles along the eastern coastline. It's a natural barrier that separates the fertile coastal plains from the arid outback, the country's vast desert interior that echoes with ancient Aboriginal myths. Further south, the rugged Australian Alps rise, their snowy peaks a stark contrast to the sun-baked landscapes elsewhere. And in the south, the Nullarbor Plain unfurls in a seemingly endless expanse of windswept scrubland. Each of these geographical features is a world in itself, a testament to the continent's grandeur and diversity. From the lush rainforests of the Great Dividing Range to the harsh desert landscapes of the Outback, from the snow-capped peaks of the Australian Alps to the barren beauty of the Nullarbor Plain, each corner of Australia tells a different tale. This geographical diversity sets the stage for a unique array of climates and ecosystems. What kind of weather would you expect on a continent as vast as Australia? Well, the answer isn't simple. Australia's climate is as diverse as its terrain. It's a land of climatic extremes that ranges from tropical monsoons in the north to temperate conditions in the south. The northern part of Australia experiences the tropics, where the weather is characterised by hot, humid summers and mild winters. Monsoons bring heavy rainfall in these regions, creating a lush green landscape that contrasts sharply with the arid outback. Speaking of the outback, the interior of Australia is dominated by a desert climate. It's incredibly dry, seeing less than 20 inches of rainfall in a year, and temperatures can soar over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Down south, conditions are temperate, with mild, wet winters and warm, dry summers. This region is home to most of Australia's population and major cities like Sydney and Melbourne. Australia's climate plays a crucial role in shaping its unique biodiversity. Ever heard of a kangaroo or a koala? They're just the tip of Australia's biodiversity iceberg. Australia, a continent of contrasts, teems with unique wildlife and plant life that is as diverse as the land itself. Picture this: bounding kangaroos in the vast outback, cuddly koalas nestled high in eucalyptus forests, agile wallabies and burrowing wombats, each playing their part in the grand tapestry of the Australian wilderness. But the marvels don't stop on dry land. Submerge into the turquoise waters of the Great Barrier Reef, a vibrant marine metropolis, home to a myriad of colourful corals, fish and other sea creatures. This underwater paradise is a testament to the breathtaking beauty and diversity of life beneath the waves. From the dense rainforests of Queensland to the iconic eucalyptus that dominate the landscape, Australia's flora is every bit as captivating. Australia's rich culture is as diverse as its wildlife. What makes Australia's culture so vibrant and unique? It's a dynamic blend of rich traditions and innovative perspectives. The art of Australia tells a story of ancient Aboriginal heritage, with its distinct dot paintings and rock art evolving into a contemporary scene that pushes boundaries. The music strums the chords of diversity, from the haunting didgeridoo to the energetic beats of electronic dance music. The cuisine is an exciting fusion of flavours, influenced by its indigenous roots and the culinary traditions of immigrant communities. Picture biting into a meat pie or savouring a fresh barramundi, a native fish. Australia's calendar is dotted with lively festivals, each one a colourful testament to its multicultural society. From the spiritual dances of the Garma Festival to the dazzling floats of the Sydney Mardi Gras, these celebrations embrace inclusivity and unity. Aboriginal traditions, immigrant influences, and a spirit of innovation intertwine to create this cultural kaleidoscope. This cultural richness is the backbone of Australia's thriving economy. How does Australia's economy stand among global economies, you might ask? This vast nation operates as an economic powerhouse, its wealth anchored by a diverse range of sectors. Natural resources play a pivotal role in Australia's economic strength. The land down under is rich in minerals, including iron ore, coal and gold, contributing significantly to the world's supply. Agriculture too holds a key position in the economy. The expansive outback and fertile lands yield a bounty of wheat, barley and livestock, supporting both domestic consumption and international trade. But it's not just about what's beneath the soil or grown on it. The services sector, particularly in major urban centres like Sydney and Melbourne, is a dynamic engine of growth. These cities are buzzing hives of finance, tech and tourism, propelling Australia's economic success story. Despite its prosperity, Australia faces significant environmental challenges. But that's a story for our next chapter. Stay tuned. What are the environmental hurdles Australia must overcome for a sustainable future? Australia, the land of ancient mountains, sweeping forests and teeming oceans, faces a multitude of environmental challenges, each with its own intricate web of causes and consequences. Deforestation is a major issue. Australia's lush greenery is being cut down at alarming rates, leaving a scarred landscape in its wake. This not only disrupts the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the atmosphere, but also leads to devastating habitat loss. Millions of species call these forests home, and their survival hangs in the balance as their homes are torn down. This leads us to another pressing issue, the conservation of endangered species. Australia is home to an array of unique wildlife, many of which are found nowhere else on the planet. The loss of habitats, combined with other threats such as invasive species and disease, places these creatures at risk. The iconic koala, the charming wallaby and the elusive numbat are just a few examples of species struggling to survive in the face of these challenges. And then there's the elephant in the room, climate change. Australia is feeling the heat quite literally. Rising temperatures are exacerbating drought conditions, particularly in the arid outback. The frequency of extreme weather events is increasing, with devastating bushfires and severe storms becoming all too common. These conditions pose a significant threat to both the natural ecosystems and the communities that inhabit them. Australia's Great Barrier Reef, a vibrant underwater paradise, is also suffering. Rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification, both consequences of climate change, are causing coral bleaching and threatening this World Heritage Site with irreversible damage. Addressing these challenges is crucial for the preservation of Australia's unique landscapes and wildlife. As we journey through Australia, we see a land grappling with its environmental challenges. But with challenge comes opportunity. The opportunity for change, for innovation, and for a sustainable future. In Australia's struggle, we see a microcosm of the global environmental challenge, a reminder that the health of our planet is a shared responsibility.